Wildcats and the South Carolina Gamecocks. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Inside Williams-Brice Stadium for South Carolina, the Sandstorm team entrance is electric. The fans make this one of the most special venues in sports. Loud, proud, and rocking. That iconic entrance is one you've got to appreciate. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. Kansas State ready to kick it off to get things underway. Coming out with it, it's McAllister. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Here's Sellers to throw. He's going to run it. Nice move to pick up yardage. Brought down at the 21, but a really big play there to pick up 10.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes downfield. You could see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it. Tuck it down, get some positive yards.
The handoff as they run the counter play here. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Powers through. Not the way you want to start your first drive, and the defense forces a turnover.
It's a defense that prides themselves on taking the football away. They believe they could impact this game with turnovers, and they get an interception on the opening drive. Wasn't a big return, but...
Oh, he's got some space. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line. Kansas State has it 1st and goal. Run in the red zone, it's Jackson. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
That back had nowhere to go. Defensive line ate up the blocks. But how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Back to pass. Rushes on him. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
2nd and goal, no dice for this offense. If I'm on offense right now, I'm thinking about who are my mismatches? Who are my big bodies out wide that I can throw them the football and they can make a play over top of somebody?
This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
This is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
The official says no good, and the score will stay right where it is after that miss.
Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic 3. Not so fast. Bad miss by the kicker.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. He threw a pick on the initial drive, but they have it back, and we're still looking for our first points of the game. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Throwing, Sellers. On the move to his left. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
And there's not very many offensive plays that are going to be successful. If you can rush 3 guys and still get to the quarterback, it's not a good sign for this offensive line.
They couldn't connect on 2nd down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Fuller. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. They'll move the wide receiver.
Move. Go. Shift. Magic. Break. Move it.
4th down, Sellers. Oh, he wants it all. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. This offense has it with really good field position. On the ground, it's Jackson. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. The play action fake. Working that left side now. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route line. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots in the zones. You got to get him involved.
They're going to run it. He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short. Kansas State trying to convert this 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds a soft spot in the middle. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. So close to cashing it in for this offense. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. South Carolina's offense heads out to get this drive started. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. And the defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before. So you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13.
Hey, kill it, kill it. 8-14 choice. 8-14 choice.
Right back to the well. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. Still looking on the move. And he's not going to get the first down. Good stop there.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Like, they understand it's 3rd down. They understand the situation. They drop back. And I love the defensive back with vision on the quarterback. He sees it, right? He takes off the scramble. He's like, no, no, no. You're not getting this first down. Nice job coming up, making the tackle, and forcing the 4th down.
In their own territory, no problem. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. Using his feet. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. The Gamecocks moving quickly to the line.
Well, they're setting the tone early.
It's a fumble on the play. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
And then that is exactly what you want to do. When the quarterback runs the football, you want to be physical. You want him to feel you. You want to make sure you land on top of him, hit him hard. This defense, very physical. Get the football out, force the fumble, get the big play for the D.
Nowhere to go on that one. That'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Johnson wants to throw it. Here comes the heat. It's complete to the right. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. That's the end of the period, and Kansas State is on top as we get a look at the numbers so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. The offense is going to stay on the field. They'll take a pass on the 55-yard field goal attempt. They'll run the sneak for it. And he's not going to be able to wedge his way there. The defense with the stop.
He looks short of that play, and the quarterback sneak is such an easy play, and you trust it because the quarterback gets the ball right away. But that defensive line was having none of it. Failed 4th down. Big-time stop for this defense.
Takes the handoff. It's Fuller. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Leaves it with the running back. Makes it past the marker. Got a little grass. Touchdown, Gamecocks. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy, he makes a big play. Yes, please.
No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2. Sellers. He's into the end zone for the 2, and he gives them the lead. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with a long run for the touchdown. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. The Wildcats come out to get things going on offense. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Gonna run it. It's Jackson. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
It's as if you're engulfed in a space odyssey. Williams-Brice alive on 3rd down. Quarterback may change this route. Johnson looking to throw. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Kansas State will have to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. That is a cannon shot, and it's headed out of bounds. And the return man will have no chance as the ball sails out of bounds. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Power football with the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
Pocket breaking down. Still looking. He'll try to do it himself. He's out of bounds at the 16-yard line.
This is a defense that's going to be aggressive, and they're not going to just sit back and rush 4 guys on that play. They're going to send the blitz. You're getting smaller, faster guys fighting fire with fire. You know this quarterback is athletic, but we've got fast guys too, and that time, that was a great play call defensively.
Now facing a 3rd and long. The give to the back. He'll be brought down at about the 18-yard line. Not enough to move the sticks. Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Sellers to throw for it on 4th. A terrific play to keep him from getting to the chains and forcing the turnover on downs.
It's really early in the game right now, and if it's 4th and short, 4th and medium, maybe I see going for it, certainly. But 4th and long, that's a situation I think you got to punt and just let the game play out. Trust your defense a little bit more.
Using his legs, it's Jackson. Able to move it ahead a couple of yards. He gets him down to the 20.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. It's those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
Bringing the heat. Setting up the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
And that's a really good play by this defense because you want to run a screen offensively when they're blitzing. When they bring pressure, you can throw it right over the top, get it to them, get some space, but they stayed home just enough there to make the play and get the tackle for a loss.
And guys, they really need to take advantage of this field position on 3rd and long. Johnson wants to throw it. Lets it fly deep downfield. And good hands there by the defense on that shot to the end zone.
Well, you see them there taking a shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their head. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
Not a chance. Missed it. And after the miss, they're still down by a single.
Well, that's now the second missed field goal for this kicker. And I'll tell you this, you can't blame the weather for all this. This is a beautiful day. He needs to do better executing these field goals.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half.
Kill. 2-14 close. 2-14 close.
Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. You give away 5 like that, it's hard enough to make first downs. 1st and 15 here. The give on the option. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line.
Blue 22. Blue 22.
Here's Sellers to throw. Pressure coming. Got a man. It's Bennett. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
And you talk about just being a pain in the butt. This guy, he can just scramble, move, throw it on the run, and his ability to extend the play was the reason for the conversion right there, Palmer.
Yeah, and David, I like the idea that he kept his eyes down the field, right? With his speed, there's a lot of guys in his position that would have just taken off and tried to go get it with their legs, but he gave the play a chance. He allowed the routes to develop and let everybody work the scramble drill to find a big-time completion.
Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. Grab behind the line, it's Fuller. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them. But exactly, get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Throwing Sellers. Finds his man. It's Sellers. He get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a first down. And the Gamecocks go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Wants to throw on first down. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Got the big tight end on the corner route. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina!
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Now on the option. He's into the end zone. The two-point conversion makes it a two-possession game and a 9-point lead.
Quarterbacks have to make good decisions throwing it, but they also got to do it running it too. On that option play, it was the right call to keep the football, and the offense comes away with 2 points.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. On the run, it's Jackson. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. Third and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a third down opportunity that's in their favor.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
Kansas State has it with another 1st and 10. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. He'll off one deep down the left side. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
Johnson looking to throw. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Yeah, and you don't see very many quarterback hits on screens. You know, the offense wants to bluff real quick and make it look like pass, and the quarterback's supposed to pop up, look like pass, and quickly get rid of it. You could tell timing all wrong. It was all jacked up, and that...
He wants to go deep. He's got it way down the field. Breaks into the open. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a 1st and goal. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. In the red area, it's Jackson. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles into the ground. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Tries it on the sneak. And I don't think he got in. Those big bodies up front just creating a wall at the goal line. They get the timeout called here and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. Quarterback making checks. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3-spot on the board. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. It's now a one-possession game, 16-10. So the first half has come to a close. We'll take a break and head over to the halftime show. Just about set to get this second half underway. from inside his own 10. Let's see what he gets. Slips through the line. This guy is so dangerous. He excellent vision to find a lane and get it out and set up the offense with good field position. Starting this third quarter on the ground. There he goes. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David, and they're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimum gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Johnson wants to throw it. Fires to the big fella. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
Man, nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly, understanding the big fella's open. And the big fella, I don't mean an offensive lineman anymore. That's what tight ends used to be, is just an extension of the O-line. These guys are now extensions at receiver. They can make big plays, get him the ball, run after the...
There's some room. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
What a big-time run for this offense. A physical run, getting down, almost scoring the touchdown.
Yeah, and considering how well they're running it right now, why wouldn't you just hand it off to this guy right here again?
They'll try to sneak the wide receiver past him on 1st and goal. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. Looking to fire. He wants it all. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. Touchdown, Wildcats. Fired in from the red zone for the score. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Harbor. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. So as soon as they step on the field here in the 3rd quarter, they find themselves trailing, and now they'll try to answer with a score of their own. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Sellers. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
And that's a great start to this second half. That's what you talked about in the locker room at halftime. Don't let them create momentum. Don't let them start to create a comeback. Come back on this first drive, set the tone. The defense doing that right off the bat.
Looking downfield, it's Sellers. Under fire. a sack.
Well, the offense got themselves into trouble. They're back in their own end. It's an obvious passing situation, so the defense is just pinning their ears back, and they're trying to get after him. They could not allow him to escape, step up, get rid of the football. They take a sack very close to the goal line.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Makes the catch, and he's free. They'll stop him short of the first down, and the screen didn't quite convert.
Well, they weren't able to gain a lot of real estate on that last completion.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. Fourth down, Sellers. The sweet feet buy a little time. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Got some room to run. Touchdown, Wildcats. And they turn it into a defensive score.
And this defense comes up with another big play, man. They get the pick six. They get the mistake. They've been flying all over the field, playing well with their hair on fire, Palmer, forcing some turnovers, really doing a good job of confusing this QB.
Yeah, and on offense for the quarterback, you've got to stop with the turnovers. Now, obviously, turnovers lose you games. When you allow defensive touchdowns, the analytics show you your losing probability goes way up. Right now, they'd be out comfortably ahead if he would just stop giving the football to the other team. They need to settle him down before he gets back out on the field.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you've got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
The Gamecocks want to crank the tempo. Here's Sellers to throw. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. And the Gamecocks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The run inside. It's Fuller. They knock him down at the 40. It's a pickup of 5, and that will be enough for a first down.
And that's a good sign for this offense, maybe finishing this football game. Maybe they can get that ground game going. They've tried. They just haven't had a lot of success. Made them very one-dimensional. Nice to see them run the football with some efficiency later in this game.
Back to throw, it's Sellers. Steps to his left, out of the pocket. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Off the RPO, complete. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
That's pretty far.
Got it! Touchdown, Gamecocks!
That is exactly what you want from your quarterback. Hanging in there, letting the route develop, throwing the football down the field while you're getting hit, and the receiver does the rest and runs into the end zone for the touchdown.
On the direct snap, it's Gibson. Not quite going to get there, and he couldn't get this game tied up. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He's able to sneak his way across the 20 and steps out at the 21. Wildcats come out and set and ready to go. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. On the move, it's Jackson. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Gets rid of it. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
I think oftentimes for a quarterback, accuracy goes down a little bit when you're not throwing from the pocket in a good throwing position. Every time you scramble, every time you start running, you really got to make sure that all of your fundamentals are in check. And that time, the quarterback just got a little bit out of whack, and that affected the accuracy on that throw.
Johnson looking to throw. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play.
I'm in the game. I'm playing Mo.
Turns it on in midfield. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
I love when offenses see defenses and read them. Nice job. Defenses sitting back on 3rd and long, playing soft coverage. Get the ball to your playmaker, let him do the rest. Nice job seeing it. Nice job executing by this offense.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front, establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Fires to the middle. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Well, the offense is trying to attack the middle of the field. They're looking to hit that in route with really good coverage there by the defense.
As the rooster crows, they are getting cocky and cockier on 3rd down here. From the gun, wants to pass. He rifles one deep down the right side.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
They punt it away on 4th down. And that one will sail out of bounds. No chance for a return there. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Running inside. It's Fuller. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Can't get him to the ground. He slides past the sticks. That'll be enough to convert the 3rd down. Guys, it's Kansas State who carries the lead into the quarter break. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period.
Ready.
Throwing, Sellers. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there.
1st and 10, the whole menu open. You can run the football. You can do whatever you want. You can tell they call a pass. He does a really good job in the pocket, just being a great athlete. Scramble outside, go get another 1st down, 1st and 10 again.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Fuller. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down.
And finally, we see a nice gain. That's his best run of the game. And this offense works best when he is going. And then you can throw the passing game and the play action, and there's more balance. So maybe that's a sight of things to come. Maybe they can get this thing going and get back in this football game.
The Gamecocks back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Looking for room. It's Clark. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
Sellers. On a little time, lets it go. It's complete to the left. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to...
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. And the Gamecocks will hustle to the line. Run inside. It's Clark. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to Pater. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Here's Sellers to throw. Here's the pressure. He can't quite get there on the scramble. Dangerous with his feet, but this defense rises to the occasion and forces a 4th down. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And it's good! They take the lead here in the 4th.
And I think I like the call, man. You got an opportunity to take the lead in the 4th quarter, go for the kick. He executes it perfectly. Defense, now it's your turn. We got the lead. We got to get a stop.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. After giving up that field goal, they find themselves trailing and trying to do something about it on this drive. Hines is way ahead for 5, and now they've got it at the 28. Got 6 on 1st down, now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. He's got it again. Could be an alley. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle, nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
They have been running ISOs in football since the beginning of time, right? They want to isolate that linebacker. A lot of times they're going to pull a guard. Great job by the defense seeing it, getting downhill, understanding where the ball's coming, going downhill, attacking it, and getting the big tackle for a loss.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Johnson wants to throw it. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
Screen pass just not working there. You figure at this point of the game, trailing, you're going to have to be more aggressive and take some shots. You usually run screen passes when you think there's going to be a blitz, but because the defense has the lead, they're just sitting back and playing big zones.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here.
And this offense has definitely got to take a second right here and understand, this is the most important play of the game. It's 4th down. We got to get the 1st down over the clock and the time running. They got to make sure they get a conversion.
The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. Kick is in the air. And he can't quite get it down or out of bounds. It's into the end zone for a touchback. South Carolina's offense heads out to get this drive started. They take over holding this slim lead, and a drive right here sure would be nice. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
Clock continues to run, and they'll be happy to wind it all the way down before they snap it. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
This is a big pressure moment for the offense, too, because they've got the lead, but it's now 3rd down on their own side of the field. They would love nothing more than to be able to convert this, stay on the field, keep bleeding the clock, but the defense, I'd expect them to bring pressure here, trying to force the ball out of the QB's hands quickly.
Man, it's so nice to have a QB when you need him in the moments, can get those big 3rd down conversions with his legs. He does it here. He showed you the wheels some today, but a nice job late in this football game when you really need it.
And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
Nice 1st down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a 2nd down and long situation.
Two-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. They'll run the option. Keeps it on the option. Still on his feet at the 45. They'll make the tackle, but not before he's got enough to move the sticks and has this defense's head spinning with the option.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch, man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
Shakes off the defender.
In situations like this, offensively, when you got the lead in the 4th quarter, when you got to run the ball, you go back to the runs that you have the most confidence in, that you can execute in your sleep, and they do it right there, ripping off 7 yards.
On 2nd down, let's see if they go right back to the run and put this game on ice. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. The Wildcats use the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. The Gamecocks inside the final minute trying to drain the clock. DB's right up on the receivers. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. Timeout taken here, 2nd one called by Kansas State. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Throwing Sellers. Bought a little time, lets it go. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. He'll try to take it back at the 20. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Wildcats.
How about that play by this defense? The offense trying to salt the game away with the lead. Defense makes the biggest play of the ball game, getting the pick, finding the end zone, and taking the lead late in this ball game.
Johnson looking to throw. He gets it into the end zone for the 2 to push that lead out to 7. He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Sellers. Moving out to the right. It's complete. And he scoots out of bounds, picks up the first down, gets the clock stopped, and now they're in business in plus territory.
This defense is going to have their hands full trying to keep this guy in the pocket. They do not want to let him get outside because of that speed. His ability to extend plays makes this offense very, very unique as he's able to get the completion there to move the sticks.
Looking to throw on first down. Here's a heat. And wings it incomplete.
I think the frustrating thing for this offense at this point is they've had a lot of success, and still they find themselves down on the scoreboard. And so I think if you're going to get back in this game, you've got to go back to the well. Think about the play calls that have worked for you in this game, where you found success, where you found your explosive plays. Don't be afraid to call those plays again right now in this 2-minute situation.
Here's Sellers to throw. He'll pull it down and run. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive, but now a couple of incompletions leaves them in a hole. From the gun on third down, Sellers. On the move, he fires. Another incompletion on third down.
What a fantastic job by the defense that time, forcing the incompletion. They've got the lead late, setting up fourth down. Can they come up with one more stop? If they get it, they might win this game.
Sellers to throw for it on fourth. Fires to the wideout. This time he's got it. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some first downs. Get in position. And here they are on 1st and 10. Again, it's Sellers. Heaves it on the run. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
All right, and now you're down to your last chance. Listen, you practice this every single week. You do it at the end, and you put together your package where you're going to put big guys in the game, and you're going to throw the ball up in the air and try to give them a chance to make a big play because you got to have a touchdown on this next snap.
Throwing Sellers. Fires on the move. He's got it. And that is how we will wrap this one up.